Hi guys, I'm Katie. I'm now at Xinshi District. Here you can find a lot of public art installation as well as the precious ancient relics. Let's go check it out. This is the famous Nanke Archaeological Museum in Xinshi, and you can see the history that this place has been through. Do you want to know more about the history of Xinshi? Let's go check it out.
南科考古馆成立的原因，其实可以追溯到1995年台南科学园区的成立，就开始发掘了非常多的遗址，所以于是成立了我们南科考古馆。
The relics here can be traced back to the prehistoric period 5,000 years ago and all the way to 300 years ago. The place has the highest density of historic sites as well as the most complete cultural sequence in Taiwan. It is also the largest excavation on the island. Wow! Here in Archaeological Museum, you can see the high-speed rail pass-through, and more than 20 years has passed since the excavation began. Right here in this character of time, you can feel both the most ancient culture and the symbol of modern civilization, the high-speed rail.
The advancement of human beings unfolds with the accumulation of time.
In Exhibition Room 1 in the museum, you can see a lot of historical relics, and we know that every place has its own treasure, and the museum is no exclusion. Let me invite my friends to tell you more about the greatest treasure in this museum.
Hi, it's been a long time. Let me show you the greatest relics here. Ceramic figurines are the most ironic artifacts in Nanke. These ceramic artifacts come from the Miaosong culture. People made these vivid ceramic figurines a few thousand years ago. Aren't they cute?
In addition to ceramic figurines, there are a lot of ancient artifacts. For example, there are knife handlers and dices made of antlers. I don't know people had dices long ago. Isn't it cool? Even if you don't know much about history, don't worry. There are animations that teach the history. Besides, there are little and cute models that can help you know more about this place. Wow, look at here. It feels like we have traveled back in time. Here you can have a thorough understanding of how life in the past was like. Hunting, fishing, and farming were the essential source of food for people back then. Walking through the full-scale models are just like passing through a time tunnel and traveling to the past. Here you can know more about how people in the past ate and drank, as well as their ways of living cultures. If you look into the detail, you can see that there were even hunting dogs in the ancient time. Ancient wisdom is indeed inspiring. Here you can observe how researchers at Nanke Archaeology Museum perform their daily tasks. And can you believe it? You can talk to the researcher directly. This is the only place in Taiwan that allows you to talk with on-site researchers. Don't miss the chance. At Nanke Archaeological Museum, you can see not only introductions of the relics, but also how the archaeological investigation is conducted and how ancient artifacts are preserved. Do you know the oldest fossil of domestic dog in Taiwan was found here, and it can be traced back to 4,800 years ago. Back then, humans had a close relation with dogs, and there was a custom of dog burial, and you can see the strong bond between humans and dogs at that time. Nanke Archaeological Museum is a great place for families with kids. There is an exhibition room for kids. There are interactive game facilities that help kids experience cultures of the past. Also, don't miss out the hands-on activity here. Isn't it fantastic to become an archaeologist? Nanke Archaeological Museum is a place for both children and adults. Here you can be more familiar with the place and enjoy the experience of ancient culture. When you come to Xinshi, don't miss out the museum. Do you remember the first dog in Taiwan in Nanke Archaeological Museum? The public art installation behind me is the model inspired by the dog. Here in Xinshi, you can find many public art installations. They help bring energy and vitality to Xinshi. From public art installations to street lights, at Xinshi, you can see a lot of local features that are incorporated into the daily life of local residents. When you come to Xinshi, remember to pay attention to the road and street here. You may be able to find some cute surprises. This is why this place attracts so many young people. These cute public art installations infuse vitality and energy to the science park. We just saw a lot of local public art installations, but the installation at this park may seem especially familiar to you. They are all characters from picture books of the famous Taiwanese artist Jimmy. They are so cute. Jimmy has started his creation of adult picture books since more than 2 decades ago. His books have become memories that many Taiwanese share. The installations here at Jimmy Park remind us once again the vigor Jimmy's character all share. This place is so beautiful. It's a must-visit place for many tourists when they come to Xinshi. If you come here, remember to take some pictures and check in on Facebook and Instagram. The park, which is full of childhood fun, is definitely worth remembering. There are a lot of artworks here in Xinshi, and they are all lovely. Kids will definitely be happy to come here, and these works serve as the mascot of Xinshi and inject the vigor and enthusiasm to the place. In addition to artwork, there are lots of historical buildings here in Xinshi. Behind me is the 80-year-old Ke family mansion. Xinshi is such a lovely place where traditional culture and modern art coexist together. In addition to the Ke family mansion, there's another place worth noticing in Xinshi district. Buffalo farming is an essential part of Taiwan's agriculture. Due to advancement in farming technologies, the demand for buffalo farming has decreased.
At that time, people here wanted to give the last buffalo a place to live after retirement, so they built a house for the buffalo.
Although the buffalo died less than 1 year after the house was built, and the house was later damaged by natural disaster, we can see that the house is symbolic of the affection and appreciation people had for the buffalo. The buffalo was buried under the statue after he died, and this statue is a memorial to the buffalo tradition in Xinshi. I'm now here at Yingxi Lake, and you can find the public art installation and the most beautiful scenery of Xinshi here. After an entire day's hustle, you can come here and take a walk, enjoy the lake view and relax. You will feel the sense of serenity and leisure. There's a gigantic public art installation at Yingxi Lake. It looks like a yellow python from afar. The installation is inspired by yellow ribbons and serves as a welcoming symbol to people coming to Xinshi. If you stand below the installation, you will find it spectacular. Originally, Yingxi Lake was created to solve flooding problems. Now, with the new built hiking trail and art installations, it has become a place for people to take a walk and relax. You can come here and enjoy the sunset and public art installations, as well as enjoy the vigor of Xinshi District.
平常会来这边散散心、遛狗，在这里很放松。这边景色很漂亮，银溪湖的范围也很大，不用担心一下就逛完。
When you visit Xinshi, don't miss out here. You can come here with your family and friends and enjoy a leisure afternoon. And this is also a good place for dating lovers. When you visit Xinshi, don't forget to try out the local dish, stinky tofu. It is the famous snack in Xinshi. The restaurant is nearby the main road and it's easy to find. You can come here, get refreshed. The stinky tofu here is 100% handmade and doesn't use any artificial chemicals. Besides, the restaurant changes its oil every day and never reuses oil from the previous day. Looking at the hard-working staff, you can feel their insistence and pursuit of the best stinky tofu. This one is small portion stinky tofu, and as you can see, it's already large enough. It's unlikely that you will feel hungry after finishing it. Let's go check it out. The stinky tofu here is quite different from that of other restaurants. Skin of fried tofu is relatively tender, and normally the skin of stinky tofu is crispy. But after you dip the tofu in the sauce, the tender texture and the sauce go perfectly with each other and keep the tofu juicy. The seasoning is quite strong and it tastes so good. Stinky tofu in Xinshi is a must-eat delicacy to many local residents and tourists. Many people working nearby come here during lunch or dinner time to enjoy the delicious stinky tofu. In addition to stinky tofu, the restaurant also sells other dishes and drinks. If you come to Xinshi and feel exhausted after an entire day's trip, come and enjoy the local cuisines and get refreshed.
Xinshi District is a place full of vitality. From the historical relics to the contemporary art and cultures, you can feel the infinite creativity of local people. When you visit here, you can definitely get recharged.